Wanderstop is an upcoming cozy tea shop management game, where you, a brave warrior in search of more power, are suddenly challenged to spend your time managing a tea shop. We start the game by learning about the backstory of Alta, our character, and her never-ending search of power. That path has led her to the mysterious forest in search of a certain Master Winters, which Alta believes is her ticket to become more powerful. But while on that path, she suddenly loses power and faints in the middle of the forest, where our journey as Alta begins. We are saved by Boro, the mysterious but friendly caretaker of a tea shop found in the forest, which is located in the middle of a clearing, and that in itself is weird. All around the tea shop you can find some nice and cozy benches that you can sit on and relax. There is a gazebo, a shrine, a coop, and a few other locations like a hanging garden even, which is really lovely. The whole place seems magical, and I think our patron Boro has something more going on here. He shortly explained that our character simply fainted off exhaustion, and asks us to stay with him and help him run the shop. If you try to leave, you will once again faint, and he will once again save you and bring you back to the clearing. After a while, Alta decides to take up his offer and start helping him run the tea shop. He shows us what's needed to run a tea shop, from picking the tea leaves, drying them to make tea balls, and to even growing your own herbs, which have many magical properties. We even learn how to grow them, and how to make hybrid combinations, which gives us different crops with different effects. These are quite important for tea making, since you need different kinds of herbs for the patrons that visit here. Every patron will have a request for a specific tea with a specific effect, and depending on the needs of the patron, you will have to find those herbs with those specific effects. For tea making, you always need a tea ball, which is made from dried tea leaves, and the second item is the fruit from a large hybrid. The tea leaves are found around the clearing, especially towards the ends of it. It seems like the forest is the one growing them and it controls the output of tea leaves for the tea shop. The fruit, however, is basically the herb that gives the tea its flavor and effect. The tea planting is quite interesting, since you will be able to do different combinations to get different herbs with a variety of effects. So you should always try to experiment and see what you get with your own effort. Now for the tea making process. You fill up a giant water pot, then boil it, release the valve, and then put all of the ingredients for the tea making in the last pot. Afterwards, just pour it into a glass and voila, you have your tea. You should be careful and learn not to spill the tea, since every drop is important. But even if you do spill it, the magical properties are then absorbed by the tree where the tea machine is located at. Basically, the work that we have in the tea shop is really simple. Just chill, sweep leaves from time to time, and remove wild roots that appear around the clearing. Those are the minor things that you can do in your spare time and just simply relax. But the main thing for us is to make tea for every guest that visit here. We don't charge them nothing, and we try to fulfill the request about the tea. You can't force anyone that doesn't want tea, and Alta's character that strives for progress and result is quite against this type of environment, where even Boro tells her to relax and that she can't just rush things. And that's why I really like the general setting of the game. The NPCs are also quite intriguing. So far I have met Gerald and the Demon Hunter, and they both have their own distinctive personalities. Over time we'll learn more and more about them, and I especially love Gerald, since all of his interactions were quite fun and entertaining. But meeting them somehow made me wonder about what kind of place this tea shop really is. Even Gerald was confused about the tea shop, and when he would visit again after a while, he would act as if he didn't know us. Somehow this made me think that this area is a gateway to the afterlife, and the souls are calmed through the use of tea, until they themselves notice what has happened. Or my other theory is that the forest sends the people that need help to the tea shop, and after they rest here, sends them back out again. But these are purely my speculations on the tea shop, and until we get the full release, we will have no definitive answers. Some of the other smaller aspects of the game that I quite like is the fact that you have to use glasses to pour the tea, and whenever a character drinks it, or even you, since even Alta can drink tea, to learn a bit more about her past. But after that, you have to wash the glasses on the moving dragonfish train and pick them up in the maintenance area, so you can reuse them afterwards. And for me, this was quite a nice detail. All of the shelves in the tea shop have different items that you can use, and you can even place your own as you progress in the game. There is even a little camera that you can use to take certain pictures, and then you can use those same pictures in the frames around the shop. I really like this. There is also a small library which can have some really helpful books, so be sure to check it out from time to time. The library is also magical, so the books can randomly appear there. In the yard of the shop you can also find a little chicken coop, which doesn't house chickens but houses puffins. These little guys can be quite mischievous, and from time to time they may take and find certain items which are quite special. You can send those items into the mailbox to their rightful owners, so if you see a puffin with something in its beak, get it. Also, you can pet them. And speaking about the yard, I already mentioned that there are a few things like a gazebo, a shrine, a few benches, and the best part is that most of these can be customized. Well, the customization is mostly about the herbs. At all of these places you can find baskets where you can plant herbs, which will make the area much more beautiful. For herb planting you can basically do that everywhere in the clearing as well, without any issues on the ground. So the whole clearing is your canvas, and you can do whatever you want. For the potted plants you can take the most beautiful ones and plant them there just to make the area as you want. I really loved seeing how Alta's character is in conflict with the general existence of the tea shop, where you basically don't have to do anything. If no one wants tea, you can just mind your own business and do something else. But Alta's character that's focused on progress and result can't handle it, and somehow neither can I, since I'm a bit similar in that aspect. But I really want to see what's going to happen next, and learn more about Alta and her past even, and also about the other characters as well. All in all, Wanderstop seems like an amazing cozy little game where you just run a tea shop and chat with all of the visitors that come there, learning a bit more about them in the process. It has an intriguing storyline, and I really can't wait to see where it leads. I will leave a link for it in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. But what are your thoughts on Wanderstop? Does it seem like anything you would play? Let me know down below. In any case, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel, which helps me a lot, and I will see you all in my next one. But till then, stay safe.